Mag&Laksh, take 2, second episode in this wild ride of seasons. Yeah, we're doing that again! Hi, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Laksh.
I'm Maggie.
We're back after a while. We were busy raising our standard of living, and now that we're really doing that, getting it done, we're back to talk to you guys again. So today we're here to talk about why having high standards is so important, especially in dating and love life, but really in anything. And really, if you just take a step back and look what's going on today, you'll see that. We see the Kardashians, very successful. They're always out there, they're very visible, but have a poor love life overall. Johnny Depp we saw this for a few months straight. Very successful actor, poor love life. Jeff Bezos, another person, super successful, poor love life. Why does this happen? That we nonstop can have a very poor love life, even if other things are going decently well. Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. We're here to take you from your standard of living here to all the way up here. That's what we're here to do.
So there is a phrase, high quality standards. So high standards eliminates low quality experiences. And I promise you, once again, if you take a step back, look at the bigger picture, if someone has a great career but a bad love life, it eventually catches up with them. That bad love life will affect their career and vice versa. If you are not in a healthy balance with those standards in your life, it will affect all of your life eventually. So once again, like he was saying, my favorite example is Marilyn Monroe and the Kardashians. And why is that, you may ask? That is because Marilyn Monroe to this day is known as the most beautiful, sex symbol, elegant, curvy, just beautiful woman in the world, right? Why was her love life so shitty? She had money, she had fame, she could walk in any room and get any guy, but she always wanted emotionally unavailable people. What would you call that? Low quality. Why would you want someone that is already married, right? Wouldn't you have higher standards for yourself if you weren't self-sabotaging? So the point of this is someone as beautiful as her has all the money, all these things. Her quality, her standards made her life just a low quality. In general, she overdosed and died. Like, it just affected everything in every way. Her career, she literally died from low quality experiences because she never ever set high quality standards for her love life, which then affected her career and then she literally died from it. She overdosed. So Kardashians, okay, look at Khloe Kardashian. She is so beautiful. She was before and after her body weight and surgeries and all these things. So she looks perfect on the outside, same as Kim, right? Everyone wants to look like them, blah, blah, blah. They have all the money. They can go on a private jet anywhere they want in the world, take any vacation. And their love life is super shitty. Like every single time they date a guy, they get cheated on. Khloe in particular, she literally went from being married to a guy who overdosed and was found in a whorehouse, and she did divorce him, thank goodness, but then she got another guy who was even worse, who she had a baby with, and then he had multiple babies while they're together with other women while they were engaged. Why, you may ask? After that divorce, that should have been a wake-up call, right? Like, why am I attracting these people? Let's self-reflect. Let's raise our standards, right? One way to do this, have a checklist, right? Like, the old me would have been like, oh, Maggie, you're being too picky. But no, this is how you avoid low-quality people, low-quality experiences.
Yeah, and you know, step one is learning to accept that you want to raise your standards. So great, you made step one, you watched this video. You're already accepting that I want to raise my standards, you know? Mm-hmm. So what does that mean if I raise my standards? What it means is I want to have a better quality of life. Whether if that's with my love life, when I'm with someone, I want our experiences to be memorable. I don't want this to end in flames. I want the time we spend to be quality. I don't want to bicker and fight, you know? So in career, that can mean where we're putting work in, we're building our career in the long term. It can be for anything. But one golden rule about standards is what you give is what you should expect to receive. So if I give standards of very, very high love or work, whatever it is, that's what I can care to receive. An example of this in love is, if Maggie ever says, Laksh, this is something that you can work on, this is something that you can improve on. I love that she does that because I'm not aware of every single one of things I can improve on. But when I improve on my own kind of flaws or things I can improve on, that kind of gives the vibe that she will as well. And before I even met her, I would do this.
He naturally raises his standards when we work on ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So once again, if we are cynical about love, you better believe you are going to attract someone that matches that energy.
True.
100%. You are never going to get a quote unquote queen or king when you're like, love's terrible and love is this and that and I'm not working on myself and I just, everyone else is selfish and this and that and the other. What do you expect to get back? You think you're going to get like someone who's a hopeless romantic? You might. They might tell you that, but I promise you their energy will match you at that same exact level over time.
Or they'll leave,
Yeah, or they'll leave.
Before I met Maggie, I didn't make a checklist. I had things in my head of what I wanted in my significant other, but my quality was very high that when I was with people, I would really try to be the best partner for them that I could be. And if I felt like that wasn't reciprocated, I would either verbalize that in an effort to see if they can match me, and if not, I would exit that fling, relationship, whatever it was. That clearly wasn't for me. So very much you should give what you want to receive. Maggie says this a lot, and I love this about you, is, if I expect unconditional love, I have to give it. She said that more than 10, 15, 20 times since we were dating, and I love that.
And by the way, that means without condition, right? So unconditional love is having these standards in yourself, like he's just been saying, and then that reflects on the outside. And I promise you, people who don't live up to that, they fall away naturally. It's very natural.
Yeah.
It's not forced. It's just like when you have high standards, once again, you will not have low quality experiences. Something as simple as this, growing up, he's made me very aware of this, and I'm very thankful. I love to clean. I love things to look nice. It's almost like a hobby. I enjoy it. And I've worked on it, meaning like when I was a kid, I might have been a little obsessive about it, but now it's something that I've embraced and I have fun doing most of the time, and it's enjoyable. Point of this is he made me once again very aware that, like, because every once in a while I'd be like, oh, sorry babe, like, I'm gonna sweep under your feet real quick, or he's like, why are you apologizing? He's like, you just have high standards. I love that about you. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Growing up, I always felt like something was wrong with me because and nothing, I love my parents, nothing against them, but they don't have as high a standards when it comes to certain things. They would kind of say, everything can't be perfect, and you just have OCD, these kind of things. And I started to believe that. And then once again, he came along and he's like, babe, don't apologize, nothing's wrong with you. I love that you're that way. Like, I can appreciate it. I see the value in it. And I started to see before I met him the value in that. That's why I attracted someone like him. But he really, really, when I heard that, it just clicked. Like when he started saying, babe, you just have high standards. And then we're driving around in neighborhoods because, like I said, he just said we sold our house, now we're buying a new one. And like these, and I'm not bragging, this is called raising your standards. This is what will happen to you. We're driving around these neighborhoods, no one has a piece of trash in their yard. Like no one has their newspaper out for a couple weeks on their driveway. This all sounds like little tiny things, but it's like
little things add up. They really do.
Yes, they really do.
If I don't have high standards in how my house looks, I don't have high standards in what I care about my partner. I don't care about my high standards at work.
Career.
It all kind of really goes together as a person. And this is, so I'm obviously an immigrant. I grew up with a lot of Indian culture, even though I moved here when I was 3 years old. Something that always confused me about the culture here, it was always kind of sexy to not try, to be successful without trying. And having high standards is literally the opposite of that. It is literally trying and improving yourselves, right? Because to have high standards, what must you do? You must give more. That's what must happen. If I want a better quality partner, I must first improve myself. And when I was single, I would think about that. Like, would the person I'm supposed to be with really like what I'm doing right now? Do they like the fact that I party 4 or 5 times a week? Because I had a phase where I did that,
Yeah.
And I really had a conversation with myself. If I even met that girl today, she wouldn't want to be with me. So what am I doing?
Yeah, it's simple things, even like if you met your love, your unconditional love partner, first off, is your heart even open enough for that to happen? Because wouldn't you want someone with an open heart just as much as yours is open? Think about that. Is your closet even have enough space for someone else's clothes to go in? Is there literally enough space in your house to have that significant other? If they walked in your house right now, how would they feel about you? If they saw your heart right now, how would they feel about it? And vice versa. How would you want their heart to be? How would you want their house to look?
Yep.
If you don't like it, raise your standards, and that will naturally, once again in return, have attracting everyone else in those types of standards as well.
Yep.
You won't have low quality experiences. Another quick story, because this is really, I love this so much because it is so sad, warning. But like I was driving to a friend's house who doesn't live in a great area, and I love the house. The house is great. Nothing against, it's just driving there, and no joke, when I got off the exit, this is no joke, I can't even believe it, made me sick to my stomach. There was a dog, a dead dog, wrapped up in duct tape with rope around it, okay? You can only see its head from here down, duct tape, chains, all this, like weird. I don't even know what in the world. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what part of town am I even in? And you know what? Not saying that like these higher quality areas would never have something like that, but you know what, man, that like that kind of stuff I don't ever want to see. And yeah, I'm gonna come across it here and there, but it just makes me appreciate that much more the fact that I do have higher standards, even in my place of living, in my love life, in my career, all of it. Because you know what, I don't want to see that. Seeing that will 100% make you just fall right back into those same low quality, this, you know, sad, depression. It's like all in the same vibration, right? Yeah. Raise your standards. I promise you will not regret it. That is the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And you know, really, it is easier said than done. Sometimes, you know, it can be frustrating or hard to raise your standard.
It's just your mindset.
It can be, but we have to see that it's worth it. You know, we have one life here that we are here to live, and we want to maximize the amount of fun, the amount of fulfillment, the amount of love I have in this life. So let's make the most of it instead of just letting it pass me by.
100%. Once again, you know what? These celebrities are in the public eye for a reason. Nothing is coincidence. And if you look at these celebrities, Marilyn Monroe, Kardashians, Johnny Depp, if they would have had higher standards, a lot of those things, if not all, wouldn't be attracting to them, for them, whatever you want to call it. Now, hopefully they're learning from these experiences, right? We can also see the positive in the low quality experiences, because when we have that low quality experience, the contrast of the good, we see that bad, it is a motivation, it's a drive, it's willpower to get you to raise that standard. So you know what? Keep having enough low quality experiences. You just might want to change it.
Don't be a Kim, be a Sierra.
Yeah, literally. Don't be a Kim Kardashian, be a Sierra, 100%. Her life, go look it up, go look at her videos. You can just tell she's like light and love. She's happy. She's just living like literally this dream life.
Well, I think she literally did what you talked about, the contrast, right?
She did.
When you go through the negative period, you really sometimes see what you really want, and I think that's kind of what happened.
She was a huge inspiration for me. Like, she dated this rapper, Future. I'm sure a lot of you know him. He cheated on her when she was pregnant with their son, and then said, there's a song, look it up, I love myself. Got pregnant and was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, what can I do in order to not raise my standards? She literally did that. And now the guy she's married to, best NFL player, one of the best, Russell Wilson. Once again, even just look up a video of how they talk to each other. It's amazing. And they have like 4 kids now together, and he helped raise the first one since he was like 4 or 5 months old, changing diapers, and it wasn't even his son. Yeah. You know, it's beautiful.
They even wrote a nice book together.
Yeah, they did.
Just for kids.
Yes, exactly.
But thank you guys for watching. You know, I hope you guys got a very strong message. to increase the standard of your life and increase the experiences in your life.
And that starts, by the way, with increasing the standard in yourself. And naturally, you won't even have to worry about anything else. The outer will show. So,
All right, guys.
alrighty.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye.